Stop for a minute and think about your hands. Are they clean? Are you sure? When was the last time you washed them? For years, public health officials have told us that this, washing your hands, is absolutely the best way to stop the spread of disease. Recently, two health professionals here at the Kent County Health Department devised an experiment because they wanted to better illustrate the importance of proper hand washing.
My name is Brooke Ponstein. I'm a sanitarian for Kent County Health Department.
I'm Andrew Priest. I'm a sanitarian with the Kent County Health Department here in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And I'm Steve Kelso. I'll serve as your narrator as Andy and Brooke reveal the previously hidden bacteria and prove not all hand washings are created equally. These two plan to test 4 very different approaches to hand hygiene. First, there's the non-hand washer. Then it's the old rinse and run. Next up, it's the traditionalist with plenty of soap and warm water. And finally, hand sanitizer. It's the ubiquitous office solution for hands on the go. But our investigators' first stop is the lab for a little instruction.
My name is Dr. Allison Churio. I'm the laboratory manager for the Kent County Health Department. We want to make sure when we swab that we get in between where we don't think you washed very good.
Brooke and Andy will use these swabs to collect samples from their co-workers' hands. It is important that this job gets done correctly.
So after you get done swabbing the hand, you want to put it back into the sterile packaging.
Then they're off to meet the non-hand washers.
Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, have you washed your hands recently?
No, I haven't. I've just been doing some desk work.
Okay, put your hands up, please.
Absolutely. What are we going to do today?
All may be going according to plan, but Catherine already has a concern about the results.
Now everyone's going to think I'm disgusting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that is one of the risks of not washing your hands, but Brooke, she has a job to do.
We're going to label her as unwashed 1, just to keep them in order.
That's 1 sample down and 11 to go for our sanitarians.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
They will collect 3 samples from each of the 4 types of hand hygiene.
Ladies, washed your hands lately?
What's lately?
When is the last time you washed your hands?
Maybe 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago?
Now with 3 samples of 6 unwashed hands, it's time to go to the sink.
What I need you to do is get some water and start lathering the soap up on both your hands. Get in between, underneath the fingernails, and you want to sing happy birthday to yourself twice. Yep, and then fully rinse. And then make sure you dry your hands with disposable paper towels so you're not recontaminating them.
Brooke repeats the instructions to proper hand washer Randy.
Make sure you scrub your nails. Get down to your wrist. It's a common place that people forget about. Sing happy birthday to yourself twice, or equivalent of about 20 seconds.
Our sanitarians take swabs from the properly supervised hand washers and move on. Meet hand washer number 3. We'll call her Mary because, well, that's really her name. Mary knows not to touch surfaces like the faucet or door handles with her bare hands after she washes. Will that be enough to make the difference?
A big misconception that some people think is they think just rinsing their hands is enough.
As our intrepid pair of sanitarians moves on, they test 3 people who are not really doing all they can in the name of clean hands. They are the rinse and runners. No soap, just rinse and run. But before our 3 cleanse and cruisers can get away, specimens must be secured. Courtney goes 3rd. How's it feel to be number 3?
Good.
Number 3 won't like what she sees. We'll check back with her a little later.
Rinse number 3, please.
This is rinse number 3.
Last but not least, it's hand sanitizer. This stuff is in every office everywhere, like those little sticky note things. And just like the little yellow pieces of paper with a brand name we can't mention, people seem to think hand sanitizer really works.
How do you think yours will compare to the full hand washing?
I don't know. I think I used a lot of hand sanitizer, so I feel like I'll get all of the germs off.
The last 2 samples from the hand sanitizers are taken
Why, thank you so much.
Welcome.
and then returned to Dr. Cheerio in the lab.
So what's the likelihood that we're going to see growth on these?
Most definitely see growth.
The samples are placed on a growth medium in a petri dish, and then they're placed in the incubator, where they will be left to grow for the next 72 hours. The big day has come, and Brooke and Andy are about to get the results of their experiment.
I have unwashed 1, 2, and 3,
These are just the sanitized ones right here, and these are the rinse only.
and then wash.
The initial examination of the practically putrid petries leads one of our scientists to a not-so-scientific conclusion.
It's gross.
As you may have suspected, the unwashed hands show the largest amount of bacterial growth, but there are surprises here as well. For instance, this hand sample was taken from an unwashed hand. Remember Catherine?
Now everyone's gonna think I'm disgusting, thank you.
Well, her unwashed hand did not grow as much bacteria as this sample from a fully washed hand. Brooke has a theory.
Some of our samples were nurses. Some of them were field sanitarians where they know how often they need to wash their hands. So I do think that is a huge contributing factor to the results we got today.
So in other words, washing your hands more often during the day is more important than one good scrubbing.
Oh, that's disgusting.
In all fairness, we asked Courtney to do the douse and dash, and we don't really know what her hands are normally like. But after one look at that dish, the intern formerly known as rinse number 3 is going to make washing her hands job number 1. What do you learn looking at that?
Always wash my hands with soap, for sure.
What's your reaction after seeing that?
That's still nasty.
Monica was a hand sanitizer.
Did you expect to see anything after using hand sanitizer?
Yes, but only because you guys came over here and was doing this.
Are you going to change anything you do now that you've seen this?
Yeah.
There are some things you need to know about Andy and Brooke's experiment. The first is that this was by no means a scientific study.
He had said limitations would be the size, sample size. We took 12 samples, 3 of each, and then also who we sampled and where we are, because we're in the health department.
But consider this. Even in a health department, we found results like this, and we've made health professionals think twice about how clean their hands really are.
I used a lot of hand sanitizer, so I'm really expecting it to be great.
Okay, so
Not
this
very
has
much
been an
bacteria.
incubator this weekend.
Uh-huh.
So it might be even a little bit bigger than you're thinking.
Oh, Lord.
Slightly, so that is what it looks like.
That's disgusting.
The simple truth is there is just one lesson to be learned in all of this.
What did you learn, Andrew?
I learned not to shake people's hands.
And while Andy hasn't picked up on it yet, you probably have. There is simply no substitution for hand washing. And if Brooke has her way, anybody watching this video already gets it.
Well, I'd like them to do the exact same thing I did after actually being a part of this experiment. Anytime I did anything this weekend and I am supposed to wash my hands, I'd think about it and be like, nope, I have to do this for 20 seconds.
Oh, wow.
But perhaps it was Monica who put it best after Andy and Brooke showed her the most repulsive representation of rancid in their entire study.
I hope whoever did that don't reach in my bag of chips.